Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Masters of the Universe Classics Man-at-Arms action figure set. This figure set was originally released in July of 2009 through Mattel's website, MattyCollector.com. And they reissued the figure set in February of 2010. I bought this figure set at a local toy shop called Toy Fusion, and I ended up paying about $39 for it. Now, this figure set is the reissued version, and you can tell by the little starburst pattern here that says the original, which is kind of interesting for a reissue figure set. I'm not sure why they call it the original since it's a reissue. You can see here the figure set comes with an alternate head, and if you look real close you can see it also comes with an extra weapon besides the sword here and the club or mace here, which is kind of neat. Taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see other figures from the Masters of the Universe Classics line. You have He-Man, Merman, Zodak, Hordak, Man-at-Arms, and Triclops. And down below you can see a description of Man-at-Arms, whose real name is Duncan, and he is the heroic master of weapons on there. Let's go ahead and open this guy out of the package, and we'll be right back. Alright, we have Man-at-Arms out of the package, and I'd like to first mention that this is my first real experience with Masters of the Universe, either the animated series or the toy line. And unlike many fans and collectors of Masters of the Universe, I never really got into the original toys or the original animated series in the early 80s. At the time, I was getting into my mid-teens. I was more into comics and playing D&D. And I thought the cartoon series at the time was, not goofy, but I thought it was beyond the cartoon series. It looked like it was geared toward a lot younger audience. But I was still aware of the iconic characters of Skeletor, He-Man, and of course here Man-at-Arms. And I just recently saw these Masters of the Universe Classics figures just recently, and I was very impressed with it. And just the differences or the improvements of the detail and the articulation and the sculpt compared to from what I remembered. I was very impressed with what Mattel did and what the Four Horsemen have accomplished. It's just very, very well done. And taking a look at here at Man-at-Arms, we'll go ahead and go over the accessories here. He does come with an alternate head. This was actually the head that was on the figure when it was in the package. And you can see here, this is a younger version of Duncan, or Man-at-Arms. Probably from the 2000 series. I think in the first episode or so, they have him unshaven and a lot younger. I don't know about the Filmation series, whether they ever referred to Man-at-Arms past or not, but it's kind of neat that they included this alternate head, or this is the standard head, and this is the alternate head, which this is the one from I remember from the Filmation series, the mustached version of Man-at-Arms. But just taking a look at this, the detail on his armor here, it's very, very nice. And being the heroic master of weapons, this guy's armed to the teeth. He's got comes with 3 weapons here and a 4th, which is, I believe, the power sword or electronic power sword from the 2000 series. I could be wrong on there, but it looks like the sword that He-Man wields in the 2000 series, which is kind of neat. But just continuing with the detail, and this seems pretty standard for most male Masters of the Universe figures. Not the loincloth, but the Conan-like type of pants here. And continuing on with the armor, and all of these individual pieces of orange armor here are removable. I don't want to remove it now. It's just they are attached via pegs right here, and right here as well, and also on the back. And so you can remove these pieces of armor, which is very nice on there. And the weapons, let me just go ahead and take they're just attached via notches on the back here, and this is a sword on there, basic short sword on there, and he also comes with a laser pistol or blaster on there, which is kind of neat. And he also comes with this mace or club-like weapon here, which is also kind of neat. Mine's kind of bent at the hilt here, or handle, but it's made of a soft rubber plastic here. A lot softer than the other weapons. And of course we have the sword here, which is very nice and detailed on here. And take a look at the details of the sword here. Very well done on there. And just taking a look at the figure here in detail, you can see all the details on the armor. Very nice. Although this is more of a solid color, it would have been nicer if they had added a little wash. Oh, it looks like they added some color on the edges of the armor here. So it's very, very hard to tell, though. You have to really look at it. So if it had a little bit darker wash, it would have been perfect. You can see some of the painted details on here. It's very, very well done. I really like it. And then the simulated fur or hair on here, going around, is very cool on there. As far as articulation, the head does go all the way around, and it actually does go up and down quite well. And it's on a simple ball joint on there, which is very nice. Much better design than the DC Universe Classics, even though it's a simple ball joint there. But just the range of motion is very nice on these figures. It even goes side to side. The arms go all the way around. They do go out and in. The biceps go all the way around. The elbows bend, and the hands rotate at the wrist. One thing I noticed is he's got very stubby thumbs there. Very short thumbs on this. So I don't know if that's common with most Masters of the Universe figures yet. I'll have to find out when I open more. The torso does bend down and back, but because of his chest armor here, it hinders it just a little bit. So if you remove the armor, the range of motion is a lot more. And the torso does rotate at the waist. The legs are on a different joint than Mattel's DC Universe Classics. Instead of that double hinge type of joint, or not double hinge, but hinge swivel combination. This one has a hinge swivel combination as well, but it's more like the NECA Street Fighter, or at least the Chun-Li figure, where it rotates here, and there's also a hinge and swivel. So you got 2 swivels and a hinge on the legs at the hip, which is very nice on there. The knees do bend on here, and the feet bend up and down as well, and also has nice range of ankle pivot there. So overall, I really like this design for the Masters of the Universe. They've taken a basic body mold, which looks like a bodybuilder type of figure, at least for the male figures, and Mattel has added these little touches here and there to make them stand out amongst each other, which is very, very nice on there. I'm really impressed with this series. And the only thing I really don't like is their distribution of this line, but that's a gripe for another day. But very impressed. I really like this figure here. This is my casual peek into the Masters of the Universe Man-at-Arms figure from the Masters of the Universe Classics line. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.